It's racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys! Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the top, can't take no more than hair. Set the flag, came down the hair to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Flag came down the hair to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare
Hello everyone, we are here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway for today's event. As we're about to go green here, take a quick look at your grid. First place is going to be Stefan. Stefan's going to be first here as we're about to go green. Flash.
Green.
As the green flag is out. Oh, big jump from the outside lane of Chasen Johnson. He might have gotten a penalty for that actually. Surprised if he doesn't, but looks like he has some foul out a little bit here. Looks like Chasen Johnson goes to the outside. Let's go about who's up behind him? I think that's John Palermo behind him trying to push him. Kind of two lanes forming already. Kind of see the bottom lane's a little bit better than the top, it seems like right now, but still early on in the race and a lot can happen. But it seems right now they kind of gave each other space, not many almost 3 wide in the back. They kind of score each other out there. Kind of 2 by 2, 4 rows deep, 5 cars on the inside and 4 cars on the outside. There's a lot of draft here at obviously Charlotte, but we have a few people I think start Thomas C. Fisher in the back. About 22 seconds behind them as the car. 3 wide, maybe 4 wide even. 3 wide for the race lead. It's Hayden Lowell in the middle. That's Chasen Johnson that was on the outside, but they get through cleanly and was still green here coming to lap 4. So Brock, you here?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to take a quick look at our track info for today. Actually, the 3 wide again for the race lead. I don't feel like the outside of 3 wide just not going to work that good. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I don't think this track's been rubbered in enough to get a run coming on the outside. It's like, ooh, getting a little swirly. 3 rows deep, going 3 wide, and Malachi Drake looking to the outside. For the race lead, not quite going to get it. That middle lane kind of gets a good run through the center of the corner. But right now our leader just painting that white line.
Yeah, looks like Hayden Lowell. Oh, the contact made! They save it! Wow! What a save!
And there's still 4 wide.
Wow!
Unbelievable.
Who was that? That was the 54,
wow.
Brendan Taylor. Wow! Wow!
And there's still 3 wide up front. Looks like Stephen Hearn, Malachi Drake, and
John Palermo is going for the race lead on Hayden Lowell. Those two are kind of in. Oh, Hayden blinks a little bit on the inside. I don't know. John has a little bit of help, but Derek goes to the inside, so he's gonna push. Hayden. I feel like there's a little bit of aero push a little bit in these cars. There's Derek around into the pit wall. I don't know who that is on the. Who was that? Derek M. Smith into the pit wall.
Derek Smith.
As Stefan also spun around, no caution out, but tough break for Derek. He has a little bit of, I think, broken wheel damage. But we'll go back to a race lead. We still have a big pack of about 9 or so cars. As Eric Copeland kind of in the back of this pack. There's a 3 wide for the race lead again. John Palermo in the middle, kind of all by himself at the outside, even with a little bit of help. Can't seem to get it working, but Malachi Drake on the outside too, trying to make it work. Derek M. Smith coming off the pit lane. He's only going to be 1 lap down, so he will most likely get the lucky dog here. To go 1 and 2 on the exit. They're kind of pretty giving each other a lot of room. You kind of see the dotted lines on the back straightaway. It's kind of like each I don't know, I guess, what would you call it, lane, I
Lane
guess.
car.
Yeah. Oh, Wolfgang Hoffman almost
Oh.
slides into Eric Keeter there in the second lane. Wow,
As
that
we
was
come
close.
across for lap 9, I wonder if these drivers in the back here are starting to feel a little bit of tire wear mixed with a little bit of aero push that could have maybe gotten Wolfgang's car a little bit upset, that maybe pushed him up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And they will have to pit here if they go green the whole way. So, the fuel. So, we'll see how that plays out. They only have about 3.4 gallons, but that you can still go about 34 laps on fuel there. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out here. As a 3 wide again, almost 4 wide. I think that was Brandon Taylor almost making it 4 wide. With a 3 wide Malachi Drake on the outside, still not able to get a good run. I don't feel like the very outside's gonna be very good today, as Eric Keeter looks to the outside now. Which I think kind of like the middle outside will be very good. Just not the very outside.
Unless you've got a bunch of help and a bunch of friends
Yeah.
up there, really gonna
Yeah, definitely.
do much for you.
I said very a lot of times there. I don't think I said it a little bit too many times. But lap 10 already completed, and we've only had one major wreck so far. But
One thing I want to point out is the car right behind our leader. He's got a little bit of front end damage, but it doesn't seem to be too bad while he's tucked up behind Hayden. But I wonder if he gets out in clean air, what'll happen, because I know these wing cars can be a little bit aero sensitive.
guys, while these guys are battling, we're gonna take a quick look at some of the track info for today's race. Obviously, we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and so you have Concord, North Carolina. It's about a 1.5-mile track. As Eric Keeter takes the race lead in the background there. 4 turns here on the 1.5-mile oval. A quick look at your weather. As one car on the under the blue line.
Squeezing him down there. That was, I don't know who that was.
I think that was Brandon Taylor, I believe, in the 54
Yeah.
car. So, like I said, we're going to take a quick look at our weather report for today's race.
As of right now, it's partly cloudy, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Ambient temperature, track temperature is just above that, 80 degrees, and the winds are right now about 10 miles an hour to the west. And not bad racing weather for tonight.
Yeah, definitely a pretty nice warm night here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord. I don't know what date it is, but I don't know what. I think it's like May something. I think that's the generic iRacing date is May something. But
it's May 5th.
May 5th? Okay.
May 15th.
Okay. So, it's pretty good weather for May 15th, honestly. But yeah. Right now the
As
lead.
we're now double file.
Yeah, 2x2. We'll take a quick look at our kind of lead changes of the day. I've seen 9 lead changes, and the fastest lap is Brady Crum. And you get a bonus point for the fastest lap and leading the most laps. I don't really know who's led the most laps. I think it would probably be either. I think it would be Hayden Lowell, probably. I'm guessing would be the
I would
leader.
say probably between Hayden and maybe a couple other guys.
Yeah, but
What's interesting is Brady Crum, the fastest car on the track right now, is 7th place last time he came across
yeah,
the
so
line.
3 wide. As
Whoa,
John almost
3 wide.
pinched down Hayden. As another little contact.
Whoa,
Yes.
all the contact on that one. That was a close one.
Definitely. Kind of see Eric Kepling in the back. I feel like he's just kind of not being. He doesn't want to be up there, but he wants to be close enough for some drop. Let's go on board Eric Kepling and kind of see what he's seeing with all this action up
3
ahead
wide
of him.
right in front of him.
Yeah, so just a ton of cars in his cockpit view, and just a lot of action in front of him. Kind of hear him lifting a little bit, just trying not to get too close to them. Oh, wrecking!
Contact.
That's gonna be a caution. It's Malachi Drake up and over. Will he land on his wheels? He's still flipping. He will land on his wheels, and he will be able to get faster here, as he is absolutely obliterated. Wow. So
And it was only a matter of time.
yeah, and I don't know exactly what happened. I think. Oh, looks like whoever that was in the middle hit John, and they got loose. It seemed like. I feel like Let me take another replay on that one. Not very good view right there. Yeah, it was just a car chase. I think, who was that? That was a
John Palmer.
That was a
34, I believe.
Brandon Taylor. He kind of got loose and slid up into John, I think, right there. Yeah, I think.
That maybe a little bit of net code, or he just might have been a little bit on the overcorrect. And wow, that just a tough break for Malachi. Wasn't even in that 3 wide battle and just nowhere to go on the outside.
Now, see, these pit stops gonna be happening. Everyone's gonna be paying for some fuel here. The couple cars stay out, try to get a wave around here. Should be your lucky dog, so you'll get a wave. But Eric Heater, I think everyone down pit road. I don't believe anyone did not pit. Okay, Drake definitely needs. Oh, he's really so. Did he blow his engine? Yeah, he did. He's gonna come stopping on the back straight and reset. Should be able to get back out there in time. I don't know how long his toe is, but definitely gonna be interesting. It looks like someone just stopped and go and did not pit for fuel that much. As I think that was Aiden Lowell. He just kind of just how long his pit stop was only. Actually, it was 9.5 seconds, so almost a second faster than everyone else.
4 fresh tires and maybe a little less gas for this one.
As actually, Brady Crum only had a 0.5 second pit stop. That means he just probably took a faster pair, I'm guessing. And this race is we also have 2 faster pairs instead of like the usual one. But right now we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back about around the halfway point of this race. J3. Oh, my mic was 3, 2, 1, go. And we are back here, and we're gonna take a quick look at this crazy save on lap 5. Had so the Brandon Taylor in the 54 in the middle right there. Looks like Brandon Taylor just kind of came down, but what a save, and everyone goes to avoid. But that was a crazy save. That was like one of the craziest saves I've ever seen. But we're back live. Yeah, back live. We are still on your pacing. We have about one more lap. I think it's 2 green on pacing. But anything really stand out for you so far today, Brock?
Man, right now, watching practice, as our viewers didn't get to see, they were going 4 and almost 5 wide, trying to see the limits of the car, and I think they found their limits and they're trying to push them again, but they're really racing very, very well and really respectfully, something that At least I didn't expect. I thought we would have been 4 wide and under caution most of the time, but it's still the race is still young. Going to be halfway this time by. So I'm excited to see if we get any more wrecks or if we can get a 4 wide lap. That would be pretty cool.
And I think we're gonna get at least quite a few cautions, to be honest. They've been racing surprisingly pretty clean. They've been giving each other a lot of room, but it just obviously that wreck kind of happened fast, and I didn't really expect it. That's what just happened so fast, and drivers just can't react going 160 miles per hour inches from each other and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slower than like a cup car, but with a cup car you can kind of like beat bang, rather not have too big of a deal. But with these Pro Mazdas, if you touch, you're basically done. So should be going green this time by as the pace car lights are off, and take a quick 10-second break as we have to. As we're back live here at Charlotte, we're about to go green as it's a single file restart for this race, same as the Legend. So pace car is off. You can go whenever it wants. I think everyone down the lead lap except Malkadrika as the green flag is out. Hayden gets a pretty good jump. Trying to go back to the field.
Throwing a little bit of block there, Wolfgang was. Looking to the outside now, Hayden. Eric Keplinger rim riding it, trying to get a good run off of 2.
He might, as they're 4 wide, I think.
4 wide. Almost 5 wide behind the leaders.
I think Eric Keplinger is just trying to go back. I don't think he's trying to get a good run. He might just be trying to fall back a little bit. But the battle for the race lead. Here comes Eric here. He's going to have a massive run right here. Huge run goes to the outside.
Oh, trying to side draft.
He's almost 5 miles per hour faster than our leaders. I was looking. Almost made contact there.
The leader blinks. Two teammates on the bottom line hooked up.
Oh, one car hard into the wall.
Oh man.
It was Chase Johnson. Take a quick replay of that. It looks like he made contact with Brandon Taylor and had a hard hit into the inside wall.
That was a pretty heavy hit.
Racing's gonna continue. He'll be able to take a faster period, but go back up to the front. Hayden Lowell still controls the race lead. I think that's his teammate Thomason E. Fisher right behind him. Actually, the teammates are all on the inside there. Kind of see
the first 3 cars on the inside. And I think you were right with Eric Keplinger as he's fallen back now to 8th. I think he liked that strategy of wait for the big one to happen and get through it. He's now at the tail end of the draft, just watching the show in front of him.
Yeah, definitely a good strategy. I mean, no reason. The only bad. Oh, Brandon Taylor hop. Oh, he's in the wall. Spins it around.
He spins it down.
No cars behind him. That's not gonna be a caution. Oh, Malkadrika has it actually.
Stopped in the middle of the track.
Hayden Lowell still in your race lead. So we've had 2 separate incidents involving 1 car. Chase Johnson out of pit lane. Brandon Taylor wrecks again, I guess, and he's gonna stop and reset. So we're racing in the front. 15 laps to go. This is the time where I think the aggressiveness is gonna kind of amp up a little bit. They've been really aggressive on these restarts, but it's gonna be even more. I feel like. Final 3 laps, but here comes Eric Keplinger to the outside, making it 3 wide.
I think Keplinger's.
As Wolfgang Hoffman makes it 3 wide.
Three by three down the backstretch.
It's Thomas E. Fisher going to the race lead. Hidden low in the middle. Derek Emerson behind him. They'll try to, kind of like tandem drafting, I feel like. I mean, kind of looks like how it was in NASCAR in like 2012, 2011-ish. But, you know.
Keplinger's kind of confusing me now because now he's dropping back, so I don't know what. I don't think he knows what he wants to do. But another thing, I don't know if some of these guys can make it on fuel. Some of these guys took very little fuel that last time. It's going to be interesting to see if Hayden or Wolfgang or Brady could make it that long.
Coming up on some lap traffic, Jason Johnson is about a bit slower than our leaders, but not slower than our fans. But they will catch him most likely. We'll see how it goes. This few laps left. If a caution comes out, it's going to be either these guys that didn't take as much fuel either have to pit or take a chance, kind of go in the back. But I mean, track position really doesn't matter too much here. I mean, we've seen so many lead changes and so many action on track. It just really depends on. I mean, if you're in fourth, you can get a huge run. It's going to be interesting coming to these final few laps.
Oh, big checkup on the inside.
That's Wolfgang Hoffman had to check up big time. Derek Smith slots up into that inside right behind Thomas E. Fisher.
That stacked that bottom line up a lot there. But here comes that run again. And look at this, Matt Moru coming in from way back.
Yeah, he was a lap down for most of this race. Brendan Taylor is back on track. Malachi Drake 2 laps down, and Jason Johnson 1 lap down. Each of them, as Jason Johnson's about to be 2 laps down, so we could see a fight for the lucky dog here. All of them will get waves, but the lucky dog, I think, will get 2 waves. Because like technically they get a wave and the lucky dog. So, I mean, we could see a battle for the lead lap. Get on the lead lap, maybe.
Well, we're going 3 wide for the lead here. And
teammates.
He had it for
Hayden almost drifts up in the heater.
Oh man, they are just so close together. If this isn't exciting racing, I don't know what is. 3 by 3.
Contact!
Oh, bumping tires through the tri-oval. Unbelievable stuff here. As it looks like.
3 wide again. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman in the middle. As it's 10 laps to go.
This is when that intensity factor is going to be cranked up to 11, as Eric Keplinger might want to get a move on. We haven't really seen him try to get through the pack all day, so if I was him, I would start seeing what my car could actually do, as he's kept that car not a spot on it.
Yeah, exactly, and seems like it kind of died down a little bit, but it kind of got separated with a little bit of contact. Yeah, Keplinger on the outside getting pushed by John Palermo.
And here comes Matt too.
Yeah. Teammates are still in the bottom 3 as Derek Smith in the middle behind his teammate Eric Keeter, their same owner actually. As it's even cars, but as soon as I said that, Keplinger jumps to the very high side. 5 cars on the inside.
Trying to get that outside line to work, but there's just not enough power in these cars to get a good run.
I think
what he needs is Wolfgang to pop up coming off of the corner, and that'll give him a huge run.
I just think the only way you can go 3 wide here and the outside actually works is if you get a huge suck up on the outside, come to a checker that goes to the outside. Other than that, like just right here, right there, you got a huge run, and if that was the checker flag, Heater would be your winner right there. So I think that could be the move to win the race. So 3 wide for the race lead.
Wolfgang doesn't have any help though.
Oh, Keplinger almost gets into the back of Derek Smith. Almost turns him.
3 wide with Derek and a couple other guys, but under him. Now they're kind of 4 wide. Derek has a good run. Trying to catch a corner of Wolfgang's draft, just not going to have enough. He's got an opening now.
I don't know if it's going to be enough because John just closed it and now he's stuck 3 wide. On the outside, he might drop back all the way to Keplinger, even the back of the pack. John's looking to push him maybe, and with 3 wide. As
3 wide again, 3 up top, 2 in the middle, 3 in the bottom now, 2 up top.
as we're 3 by 3 by 3. Wow. Exciting racing coming to 5 laps to go this time by.
Here we go. Keplinger really starting to get dicey now. Now on the bottom lane, hasn't been down there all night.
I think the only way we can really, the inside lane can really die is if we split up the teammates and they're not connected. I think that's really what's been helping this bottom lane.
Well,
But
that's
we have
exactly
a lap
what
car
Keplinger's trying to do.
up here. I think that's Chasen Johnson. We are catching him. Hopefully he gets out of the way of these leaders because he's already a lap down, so he has nothing really to fight for maybe. But I don't know if we're going to catch him in time.
There's
Yeah, there's nowhere for him to go. Maybe
There's
it's the
no-
apron. I don't know, but
Over 3 by 3 by 3.
oh, Carl!
Oh my gosh!
He just stopped. What?
Oh my goodness! What?
He wrecked by himself.
What even happened? He spun it down. He got on the apron and just
I think he was trying to let the leaders by on the
Spun out.
apron. And spun right out, right in front of the leaders.
man.
Let's go on board with, who was on the outside? I think that was, who was that? Oh, that was Derek. That sucks for Derek M. Smith. To go on board with Derek M. Smith. I mean, there's nothing.
Wow.
That just sucks. It just sucks for the drivers competing. They couldn't really do much. They saw him go to the apron, and then he went back up track right here.
He had nowhere to go.
Yeah,
There
I
was
mean,
just,
if
even if
he braked, he still had nowhere to go. I mean, it's just a whole bad
What
deal.
a wild ride, end over end. Same with Keplinger too. Oh my goodness.
But all these guys landed on their wheels, so that's a good thing. As the Malachi Drake will get his lucky dog position and wave, and Brandon Taylor will do the same. So who's gonna be pitting here? I'm guessing the people who, as it's gonna be a green-white checkered. The drama that we have been getting under green is gonna be amped up to 110 now. It's gonna be crazy coming to these final few laps. Derek M. Smith is really slow coming to his pit stall, and he should be able to get it. So is Eric Heater, also gonna be able to get it, and should be in good shape. And we'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we just had a vicious crash in the closing laps of this Pro Mazda race, and it's going to be a wild one as we have 2 green-white checkered attempts. The field right now still under caution. Lots of drama late in this race. It's going to be a fun one as right now, Thomas E. Fisher is leading the field, followed by Wolfgang Hoffman. These two have been up front all night, so it's going to be interesting to see who will come out on top, and maybe even somebody from back in the pack. Someone like Eric Keplinger or Eric Keeter. Lots of underdogs in this race, and it's going to be very exciting to see what happens next. And while the field is pacing, I think I might pull in a driver here for a quick interview. And we're going to bring in our race leader. Hey Thomas, it's Brock in the booth. You got me?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You've got a very nice view out your visor. Tell us about that last wreck, though. That had to be a little nerve-wracking.
Well, I mean, to put it quite plainly, I've been trying to fight for a place at the front all day, and I mean, after I got glitched out of the start, so I got a missed start, I was a lap down, or just about, and then all of a sudden a caution came out the first one, and then I fought my way up to the front. And then when that caution came out, it was a massive sigh of relief. I mean, I got my two teammates in Hayden Lull and Stefan Hearn in what is that, third and fourth there behind me, and I've got my main competition Wolfgang Hoffman behind me. So you know, I mean, we're hoping to try and get a 1-2-3 finish for Apocalypse Racing Team, but mainly we're going for the win here tonight.
10-4 on that. You guys, your teammates have been running pretty well with you all night. There's a little sometimes where you guys were 2-3 wide. It got a little sketchy. What are you guys going to try to do to pull away from the field, as we've seen this draft become so important?
Well, the main thing, I mean, I'm not going to disclose our tactics in case there's any rivals watching here, but yeah, we're mainly just going to try and work together. We've made an agreement, we're going to hold station here, and yeah, so, you know, hopefully my two teammates will be able to push me to the wind here. And I'm feeling relatively confident, obviously. But yeah, it's been a pretty stressful night.
All right, excuse me. All right, man. Well, it looks like we're about 1 to green here. Good luck on this green-white checkered, and maybe we'll see you back up in the booth here very soon.
Yeah, cheers, man. Thank you very much.
No problem. And that was our current race leader, Thomas E. Fisher, as the field is coming back to the green flag. This time, once again, it is a single file restart. Wolfgang Hoffman kind of the odd man out in that top 4, as he said, 3 teammates and then Wolfgang.
Let's quick look at our lead changes and fastest lap race so far. 19 lead changes right now. Stefan Herna for fastest lap. Green here, Thomas E. Fisher. A really good jump, but that jump might be a little bit much, as these cars get great draft, especially straightaways. But here comes in a little to the outside, maybe. Field's kind of spread out here. White flag.
Here comes that run though. Wolfgang coming to him, looking to the outside, but he's not going to have any help. He's going to have to work for it.
And here we go. Comes to the white flag this time by.
Wolfgang really needs that car behind him to work with him, as the 3 teammates on Apocalypse Racing on the inside looking for the 1-2-3.
Here comes a few other people. Eric Keeter. As here comes Eric Keeter. Brady Crum on the outside also.
Is Eric gonna look high? 2 by 2 by 2. Coming to the checkered flag, coming into 4.
Here we go.
Side by side.
Gonna be a close one.
Wolfgang Hoffman on the outside. They
have
have
Netco there. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman. He has a run. Here comes Eric Keeter to the outside. It's gonna be Thomas E. Fisher. 2 thousandths of a second. 15 thousandths of a second. Wow.
14 thousandths of a second.
What a finish.
Thomas E. Fisher first Pro Mazda winner in LRL history, and it has to be one of the closest finishes LRL history.
What a finish. Let's take a quick replay look at that finish. I thought Heater had a huge run and he might have been able to get him, but Wolfgang had a huge run, but I think that his help from the teammate Hayden Lowell pushed him across the line. I think Hayden gave him a little bit of a bump maybe. Some aero help.
Well, he said they all had a pact, and as long as one of them won, they all won. And man, the teammates really stuck together. I was kind of worried that one of them might stick their nose out at the last second, but they all pushed through, and Thomas got the win by maybe a thousandth of an inch. And Heater was right there too, 32 thousandths, or yeah, 32 thousandths of a second. As Thomas burns it down on the front stretch. Oh man.
I think that's I think that's the second closest finish in LRL history. What a race all around. We only had 2 cautions. Man, that was a great race, especially for the season opener at the Pro Mazda series. I think that was like one of the best races that we've had in a while.
Yeah. The entire top 10 was under a second from each other.
Yep.
Derek Smith just came in at 7/10 behind the leader. That is amazing how close they were after 43 laps of racing.
Yeah, definitely one of the best races I've seen, especially in the Pro Mazda. I thought from the recruitment races we did and the practice races that we did, it's gonna be a lot more wrecking than actual racing. But wow, what a race and what a finish! We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with your top 3 and race winner.
And welcome back to LRL. A wild finish at the end. Everybody, please welcome the driver of the 59, Thomas E.
Hey.
Fisher.
Hey, thanks very much, guys.
Man, what an exciting race. You led 10 laps today, worked your way up the field, coming down to the checkered flag. You said you were going to be confident. Were you shaking in your boots a little bit when your spotter said 3 wide coming to the line?
Oh man, I still am, honestly. I was shaking the whole time because coming out of turn 2 there, I knew it was going to be close. I even said to my teammates, bug, he's got the run on me already. He's going to be tight. And then, yeah, I mean, we were hoping for a 1-2-3 finish. That would have been great. I mean, even though there's only points to the top finishing driver, it was going to be really nice on our first outing, especially in the first ever Pro Mazda race, to be able to get that 1-2-3 finish for Apocalypse Racing Team. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, and then Eric Heater got a brilliant run around the outside. I don't know how he didn't pip Wolfgang there, but man, that was so close.
And do you know how much you won by?
Oh gosh, yeah, I think one of my teammates shouted out it was something like 15 thousandths of a second.
14 thousandths of a second you won that by.
Yeah.
And Heater wasn't that far off either. Man, that was an amazing race to watch. You and your teammates got something going there. Hope you guys can duplicate that next week at Texas. But Texas is a different monster. Any kind of worries about Texas?
I mean, to be entirely honest, Texas is a track that I haven't had much success at in the past. But I think that you know, we can make a push there because I mean, as we saw today, I mean, I started from the pit lane and I managed to come back to win within 40 laps there. So it's not going to be impossible for me to pull something out of the bag. But then again, at the end of the day as well, I think it'd only be fair if I give a little bit of payback for Hayden there because he did such a good job all race. I cannot stress it enough. He was there when I needed him, and it was honestly completely incredible. Same thing with Stefan. Stefan, man, I mean, he's been on iRacing, what? I think it's like a couple weeks now he's been on iRacing, and to be that calm behind the wheel and to really, I mean, after he had his little accident there at the front, I'm not entirely sure what happened. Yeah, I mean, and he was working with me and he was there and he was confident. I could tell he wasn't going to wreck me out. And so I have to say, honestly, I have to dedicate that win to those two. It was completely incredible.
Well, you and your Apocalypse boys sure have something going heading into next week at Texas. Anybody else you want to thank for tonight's win?
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess I have to thank my dad in it. I mean, it must have been 8 years I was begging my dad to let me have iRacing, but he kept saying, no, son, you're not ready, until eventually October of 2018, he said, I think you're ready. After playing the F1 game since I was 6 years old or whatnot. No, it was about 8 years old, yeah. And then finally I got into iRacing, and then it's honestly my dad's been my massive inspiration.
Well, man, that was an amazing show you put on for us. Ladies and gentlemen, driver of the number 59, Apocalypse Racing, Thomas E. Fisher. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys. See you next week in Texas.
Yes, sir. So that was your first place finisher. Next, we're going to bring in one of my friends, Wolfgang Hoffman, in the 05. Hey, Wolfgang, it's Brock up here in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, what an awesome performance you had tonight. Battling up front all night, starting 7th, working your way up to eventually a second place finish by just about 15 thousandths, 14 thousandths of a second. Tell us what was going through your mind there coming to the last lap there.
I knew I had to lose as little time in the corners as possible because on the outside line I was going to get the momentum down the straightaways and I couldn't quite clear him. There were points where I got so close, but it just couldn't happen. And right at the finish there, I was hoping I could get it. I thought, Peter might have a chance of getting me at the line for second place, but thankfully I held on to second. Great team points day. Led a couple laps. Finished second. It's not the win, which I'm a bit disappointed about, especially after coming so close. But great points day for Shadow Racing. I'd like to thank Shadow Racing, iRacing, my parents for letting me get the sim racing equipment. Thank you to the league organizers for making this whole thing happen. Thank you to the competitors for putting up such a good challenge. Thank you to everybody.
All right.
Hopefully we have a great week next time out as well.
Yes, sir. And speaking of next time out, the next time the Mazdas hit the track will be next week at Texas Motor Speedway. Are you thinking you might get that mile and a half magic?
I mean, it's not too different of a track to Charlotte, but the outside isn't quite as good there, so I think it's going to be a fight for the inside line. So hopefully I can stay low and get a good result. Hopefully a win. If I don't get the championship, I'm not too bothered, but I would like a few wins this season.
Well, they'll definitely come, especially if you keep putting performances up like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Wolfgang Hoffman in the 05 for Shadow Racing. Thank you, Wolfgang.
All right. Thank you guys for interviewing me. See you next week.
See you next week.
We'll bring in our driver of the 8. Peter. Okay. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
I got you.
You end up third after having a huge run coming the checkered flag. What do you see out of your windshield there coming to the line?
I didn't get that great of a restart. So I was just trying to carry my run. Honestly, I didn't think I would be able to get. All I had was Matt in front of me, and I was just tracking in his draft, and I was able to get there, and I got in behind. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Brady. And then I saw the gap. I took it, and I got under him. But unfortunately, there was a little bit of a neck code, and that shoved him into the wall. So that's too bad for him. I didn't really mean to do that, but obviously it was neck code, so I couldn't have done much. But once I was there, I still had a little bit of a run. I knew it wasn't going to be enough to win it, but I tried to make it interesting, and I just put it up 3 wide and got a little bit closer than I thought I would, but still nowhere near. But third is nice. And I am running this full time, so that's a good amount of points there. And I did get some laps led, so that's another bonus point there, which will be nice for my point standings. But hopefully, we'll go into next week and we can have a little bit better of a race. Maybe stay up front a little bit more. That's at
Texas.
Texas. Well, actually, that's another oval, so I'm not so sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. Hopefully the outside works a little bit better standalone there, but wasn't terrible here. You could at least stay next to people, but a little less bumpy. In 3 and 4, there were some really bad bumps. If you were on the third lane, you were gone no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't take it up top coming into that corner.
Yeah, definitely. Good result by you. Started third, finished third. So thank you for the race.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Brock, who's not interviewing me, even though he's my team owner. That's nice of him. Shout out to you, who's also my teammate, who isn't racing. So I guess I'm the only points car for the series. But on the other side of things, my team unfortunately didn't get the best of results. With Derek finishing the best, which was 10th. So not great, but we'll go into next week and we'll see what we can do.
And congrats on your place finish. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Thank you. See you then.
So Brock, we wrap up today's post race for and results here actually. So here's a rundown of your top 10. Take it away, Derek. Brock, my bad.
It's all right. Thomas E. Fisher brings home the win followed by Wolfgang Hoffman in second, Eric Heater third, Hayden Lowell fourth, Stefan Hearn fifth, Brady Crum sixth, Matt Morrow seventh, John Palmero eighth, Eric Keplinger ninth, and Derek M. Smith coming home rounding out the top 10. Casey?
The rest of your grid of 16, Brandon Taylor in 11th, Malachi Drake 12th, Jason Johnson 15th, and who completed at least one lap, rest not lap, I believe. Race. So overall, let's take a quick look at cautions. We only had 2 cautions for 10 laps, so not too bad. 30 laps green. That was a really fun race. What are your final thoughts for today?
Man, I'm at a loss for words after this one. Having 40 laps of racing and it all come down to a 14 thousandths of a second. It was a great debut for the Pro Mazda series. A great debut for some of these teams and drivers. I'm excited for next week when we go to Texas. I'm excited for all 3 series as we make our way through this season. I'm excited to see who really progresses and adapts to the changes and tracks and all the different setups and things we have planned for this season. And I'm excited to see who may slip, who may gain some traction after tonight.
Definitely kind of a restrict your plate type race, I guess I would say, but next week's same kind of with Texas. It's a little bit wider, but like kind of what outside I don't think as good as it was here, but I think it's still gonna be decent, but not gonna be as you don't get as good of a run on the exit. A lot wider track though. Could have some more room for passing and I guess more. Should be fun next weekend. Next broadcast is at the World Center Racing at Daytona Beach, Florida, at Daytona International Speedway. A fun one. See laps and trucks, and I think it's gonna be under the lights at Daytona. Going to rock your racing that one.
Yes, I will be making my season debut
Yep.
in the trucks for Tyler this season. I'm going to be on Tyler's team for this season, still with an affiliate for Shadow Racing, though.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys Friday at
Eastern.